Right guys, a few people have sent me this now, and while I know Parliament's completely useless, when it comes to public petitions it's still worth making a video on, just to get it over the 100,000 mark if we can. Yes, as I said, Parliament is as useless as the BBC is at telling the truth, but still getting them to at least acknowledge it is something, I guess. Plus, 89,000 people bothered to sign this so far, so it's worth a bit of my time to try and help it move on a bit more. The petition itself was started by someone called Ryan Carter and is titled, "Prohibit Employers from Requiring Staff to be Vaccinated Against COVID-19. Something that should already be prohibited under the Discrimination Act 2010, Public Health Acts and Human Rights Laws. But then again, governments don't care about them these days, do they? Unless of course you've just floated over the channel." It goes on, make it illegal for any employer to mandate vaccination for its employees. This should apply to all public sector, including the NHS, armed forces and care workers, third sector and all private sector jobs. So, not too much to ask in my mind, but given the government's love of medical tyranny, I can't actually see them doing it. Here it says, "We believe making vaccination a condition of employment undermines the principles of informed consent. All British people should have the right to bodily autonomy and must never be coerced into receiving a medical intervention they may not want." Which I have to say is once again spot on, though it should say all British people have the right to bodily autonomy. There's no should about it, we do, and that shit is final. As Lord Sumption has said, the government's lockdowns are illegal under common law, so bodily autonomy in this country you literally have. Never forget that, because if they can't lock down the country, then they can't tell you what to do with your body. But it finishes up here with, any medical intervention must always be with properly informed consent, awareness of risks versus benefits, and be free of coercion, whether explicit or implicit it says. Which once again, medical ethics, and actually the law if I'm not mistaken, says that is the case. Shit, it's all against UNESCO rulings, Parliamentary Assembly for the Council of Europe resolutions and the Nuremberg Code. In fact, the Council of Europe's Resolution 2361 of 2021 is actually directly related to this situation, and we're founding members of that body, so their rulings are meant to be listened to by our government. The same with the Nuremberg Code and UNESCO among many more. We're founding members, but you all knew that anyway. So guys, while the shitweasels in Parliament will likely ignore it, let's help get this over 100,000 signatures, just to hear the bullshit they come out with when debating it.